Audio deepfakes have evolved beyond the reach of standard digital watermarks. Generative algorithms now synthesize human speech with such high fidelity that generic AI classifiers can no longer distinguish real recordings from fabricated ones. For courts, arbitral panels, and investigative agencies, the burden of proof has shifted. The forensic question is no longer whether a recording was spliced or edited. The question is whether the audio was originally produced by a human speaker or computed by an algorithm. Human speech is strictly constrained by biology. It requires physical lungs pushing air through physical vocal cords. Normal text-to-speech generation faces no such constraints. It constructs waveforms mathematically, unbound by the physical limitations of a biological body. The VeeVoice forensic architecture operates on a specific thesis. To authenticate an audio file, you do not look for the presence of software. You look for the mathematical absence of human physiology. By analyzing the signal for the physical limitations that govern a human vocal tract, forensic examiners can establish biology as the ultimate ground truth for legal evidence. All natural speech must travel through a physiological pathway known as the source filter process. The human larynx acts as an anatomical engine, generating a quasi-periodic glottal waveform. Vocal fold tension determines the fundamental frequency. This signal passes through the vocal tract. The pharynx and oral cavity act as a resonant filter, shaping formants based on physical constriction. Synthetic neural generation bypasses this entire physiological sequence. Text-to-speech models reconstruct waveforms through deterministic phase alignment. They arrange data to mimic the final output, without ever passing a signal through physical resonance. The VeeVoice platform is engineered to expose this bypass. It searches the audio signal for the specific mathematical gaps created when sound is generated without a physical vocal tract. Proving that a waveform bypassed these physical constraints provides a rigorous acoustic basis for legal invalidation, grounding forensic evidence in the immutable laws of biology rather than shifting digital markers. The first defensive threshold is the L1 spectral layer. Here, the system analyzes frequency domain physics, specifically looking at spectral envelope stability. Neural models struggle to simulate true glottal aperiodicity, the microtremors, breathiness, and roughness inherent in a biological larynx. As a result, synthetic audio generates a signal that is far too harmonically pure. This MEL spectrogram compares natural and synthetic signals via the harmonics-to-noise ratio. The jagged line maps chaotic breathiness of a human speaker. The synthetic line shows uniform output. Because neural decoders average out variation, the trajectory is perfectly smooth, lacking hesitations present in real human phonation. This smoothness extends to phase coherence. An algorithmically reconstructed waveform maintains an artificial stability across its frequency bands, while a natural resonance fluctuates due to the physical acoustics of the human head and face. Layer 1 identifies the deterministic phase alignment of synthetic generation. In forensic acoustics, mathematical perfection is the primary signature of a machine. The L2 layer moves beyond frequency analysis to evaluate subsymbol prosody. It maps the structural geometry of the audio, examining the physical rhythms of the speaker's environment and pacing. This 3D geometric scatterplot illustrates the physiological limit of a neural network. It has no lungs. It does not organically breathe or pause. When plotting these traits in high-dimensional space, the synthetic data clusters into tight, uniform spheres, while the human data drifts naturally. By tracking the variability of the fundamental frequency contour, VeeVoice detects the uniform pacing inherent to a computer. A machine maintains a constant speaking rate, whereas a human constantly adjusts articulation speed based on physiological state. The algorithm also analyzes the silence between words. True room tone contains ambient noise components and slight reverberation. Synthetic models, however, insert absolute artificial silence between generated phoneme clips. Plotting these specific acoustic traits into geometric embeddings reveals the systematic biases baked directly into the architecture of the text-to-speech generator. Layer 2 confirms the complete absence of environmental and physiological variability. It flags audio generated in a computational vacuum. Layer 3 examines semantic-linguistic coherence. It weaponizes specialized automatic speech recognition models to analyze the audio for signs of natural vocal strain. Biological humans naturally muddle certain phonemes, depending on breath control, emotion, or fatigue. A text-to-speech model flawlessly enunciates every single syllable derived from its text input. This graph maps whisper-log-prob variance, the transcription model's linguistic confidence, across segments. For a natural speaker, this confidence fluctuates organically. If the graph flattens out at uniformly high confidence, the speech is artificial. The neural TTS is stripping away the natural variability of human articulation. VeeVoice cross-references this with the words per second coefficient of variation. If the speaking rate variability drops below natural human ranges, a machine is controlling the pacing. An advanced deepfake might mathematically manipulate its way past a single layer of analysis, but when cross-examined in aggregate, across physics, geometry, and semantic coherence, the tri-layer defense provides a computationally robust detection net. The most accurate AI analysis in the world holds zero weight in a courtroom if the data can be compromised. Forensic evidence requires an unbreakable chain of custody. This is Layer 4, the physical and cryptographic deployment architecture. For national judiciaries and law enforcement, VeeVoice operates as a dedicated on-premise appliance. The platform is built as an air-gapped Docker-composed deployment. Once the initial machine learning models are loaded, the system requires absolutely zero outbound network connectivity to function, eliminating remote vector attacks. Every lifecycle event is cryptographically secured, from the moment an audio file is uploaded and hashed to the specific model version used for analysis. Every action is tracked and locked. The system utilizes an append-only HAMAC SHA-256 journaling system. Each entry is signed with an independent encrypted-at-rest key. This mathematically prevents any retroactive forgery or adversarial tampering of the audit logs. Layer 4 ensures that the digital evidence is secure. It guarantees that the acoustic science will survive hostile cross-examination in legal proceedings. This architecture translates pure acoustic research into secure institutional workflows, deploying directly into the public and private sectors. In Egypt and across the GCC, these appliances are installed directly inside courthouse data centers. Access is governed by strict role-based controls, separating forensic examiners from external caseworkers. The final output is the Forensic Voice Authenticity Certificate. Delivered bilingually and secured with a cryptographic signature block, it provides a probabilistic expert opinion, ready for direct court submission. In the private sector, telecom carriers utilize this same forensic engine to prevent fraud on recorded customer service calls, deploying VeeVoice via API connectors into enterprise contact center platforms like Avaya and Genesys. The recorded calls are dropped into a localized queue for automated forensic review. Only interactions that trigger high-risk synthetic anomaly scores are escalated to human analysts for fraud prevention. The ability to analyze the biological physics of a human airway directly powers these global enterprise-scale security protocols. VeeVoice integrates biological signal analysis with a cryptographic chain of custody, providing the physical and legal infrastructure required to mathematically verify the human origin of speech.